All right, modeling with functions.
I wasn't gonna get it. I wasn't gonna buy this. But what'd you buy? This. I said I wasn't gonna buy this.
So cute.
Yeah.
Functions from formulas.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Berkeley picked it out.
Some of these are just going to be examples, like not like necessarily homework examples, and then we'll do some homework examples too.
Okay.
Write the area of a circle as a function of whatever's listed below. So radius r. So what is the area of a circle with radius r?
Area equals pi r squared.
Pi r squared.
Sorry, I was distracted. I'm still writing it down.
I'm also writing.
Okay. I'll write the next what it's going to be, and then I'll pause. The next one we're going to do for diameter d. Okay, instead of radius. I'm going to turn my candle on.
You have to like fall smell. Like you know what you're supposed to put on the paper and it's in your brain correctly, but it does not come out at all what you want it to. I'm just like, that's not what I said in my brain. Or you get like off track on a thought, and then instead of writing down what you need to write down, you write down the thought in your head, and you're like, oh, that's not the right letters.
All right, so what would area as a function of diameter be?
Area equals
Area
pi
equals
d
pi
over
divided by
d
squared.
over
Squared.
2 squared.
Yep.
I
So
don't know.
No, we
equals
said we
pi
were around.
times d over 2 squared. Or if you wanted to write it this way, you also could do this as pi over 4d squared. Okay, either of those would be fine.
I don't like that.
I squared the bottom number, and then I just made it pi over 4 times
Oh,
d
that
squared.
makes
So
sense.
either way is fine, but just the
No.
prettier way is the second way.
I can't believe we sung "Row, row, row your boat" in a round at junior drill. We were around the campfire,
We did?
and Miss
We
Kelly
used to do that on field trips all the
separated
time.
us into groups, and we'd sing "Row, row, row your boat."
It was fun though.
We actually did okay.
Yeah, we didn't
I was
fail.
surprised.
I was very surprised.
Circumference
I don't know.
Circumference
C. So what is the circumference of a circle, first of all?
The perimeter, right? Or like the area around.
Yeah, but like what's the formula for it?
Diameter times 2. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Circumference.
Is it d
C equals-
squared?
Wait.
D divided by
2
pi.
pi r. I don't know.
2 pi r.
Hey, let's go.
So I need it as a function of circumference, okay? So I need to replace the radius, okay, up here. So I need to solve for radius, okay, to get it as a function of circumference, and then I'm going to plug in that where r is in the original equation.
Wait, so what are we doing? It's under u.
So we need to rewrite this as r equals whatever so that we can replace r up here with c because we want it as a function of c.
How come we
But we need whatever the formula would be for it. So getting r by itself, I would have what?
r equals c divided by 2 pi.
So then in the area formula, I replace r with c over 2 pi. So a equals pi times c over 2 pi squared. And then to make it look a little bit prettier, pi times c squared over 4 pi squared. Which is c squared over 4 pi.
Okay, so you can like substitute. So you made the.
We had the formula for circumference, and then we rewrote it as r equals Like we solved for R so that we had it in terms of C because we
Okay,
wanted
and
it
then
as a function of
Okay, and
circumference
then you plugged what you found for R into
into the original area formula. All right. A max value problem. All right, so we're gonna need a picture over here in a second. Oh, not a square. I do not want a square. It's gonna be a rectangle. That's what I'm trying to draw. Okay, there we go. So a square of side X inches is cut out of each corner of an 8-inch by 15-inch piece of cardboard. And the sides are folded up to form an open top box. So kind of think of like the shoe boxes that have the lids that actually sit down on them, not the ones that fold back. That's what kind of box we're looking at.
Oh, okay. So like you can just take the lid off and
Yeah. I don't think they make as many shoe boxes like that now, but that definitely used to be how they came.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Usually kids' shoes come
I
like
don't
that.
have any shoeboxes like that.
I have shoeboxes.
Well, I have shoeboxes because I'm weird and sentimental about them. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know we have a lot of shoe boxes. Well, because back in the day, wasn't really that long ago, but we, for Operation Christmas Child, they used to not, like, you just used your own shoe boxes, so we would save all of our shoe boxes. Well, we just didn't. Have gotten rid of quite a few of them, but we have kept some of them too.
Yeah.
My mom also uses them to wrap gifts that are like weirdly shaped at Christmas, so
Makes sense. Or if it's like a surprise or something.
yeah,
We
something
use
you
them
want to like
for
psych somebody out for.
Mhm.
It'd be really funny. They open it and be like, oh, shoes.
No, I swear.
Somebody
My
did
dad
that
gave
one
me a
time. They were like,
shoebox.
"Oh, they got me shoes," and then it was like something completely different, like not
No.
even remotely the
Like a
same thing.
Rolex.
My dad,
in there.
my dad joked and said he was getting me shoes, and I opened it, and it was like something else. I'd be sad. I'd actually be sad.
All right, so
I love shoes.
a square of side X inches is cut out of each corner. So every corner.
No, I didn't.
What? You didn't get funny girl?
They didn't have my size when I went back, so I just got a refund.
Domination.
That's wrong.
But now they have all the fuzzy Crocs on display, so they probably have some that are my
Yeah,
size.
go again.
I'm so sorry.
I will go again when I get paid.
So each of these little sides are X's. Okay, that's what's been cut out of the box. We know that the whole side is 15 inches and the other side is 8 inches. Okay, so it's forming
Oh,
Oh,
art.
It's giving.
Art.
okay, it's forming a box, but this top part is open.
Do I have to draw that?
No,
Okay.
I'm just showing you what it's making.
yeah, I'm not the same.
Like, I don't think I can.
Doesn't really look right up there, but minor
Yeah, it
details.
looks 3D.
Mine is.
Kind of looks 3D in the wrong direction, but it's fine.
Oh, I see. What you mean.
All right, so the first part, write the volume of a box, or of this box as a function of x, not y, x. So my width, okay, it's this 8-inch side, but the actual box is not 8 inches wide, okay, because we've cut out
Oh.
some pieces. So our width is going to be 8 minus 2x.
Because each one of those little sides of the boxes is an X, right?
Right. Yeah, so we're taking out x from each side. The length also, okay, we had a 15-inch length on the side, but we've taken out the x value in the corners, okay? So it's going to be 15 minus 2x. And then what do y'all think the height's going to be? When it gets folded up. So there's folds. The dotted lines are where folds are occurring.
It would be
2x.
like length minus width.
The height should be the easiest thing on here.
Is it also
Christian?
If you're folding up the sides, how big are those sides that are getting folded up?
Oh, 2x.
15
Oh.
minus 2. 15.
What'd you say, Christian?
There's only one of them, Josh.
Well,
Wait.
do you want to answer, Christian?
What is this length right here?
X.
X.
Oh yeah! Look!
I'm not comfortable.
Wait.
The box is getting folded up.
Wait.
So the height has to be whatever it was that we cut out of it.
Oh, so, okay. I
Okay.
see that.
Okay.
Now,
It's hard to visualize, like.
what is the volume of a box? Or, well, the volume of a
Base times.
Yeah.
times
length times
X times.
length times width times height.
Length
So-
times width times height.
Volume equals length times width times height. So volume equals 15 minus 2x times 8 minus 2x times x, and you do not need to multiply that out.
Oh.
Nope.
I was about to get on my calculator and be like,
Well, you do need to get out your calculator actually for the next part.
oh.
Part B, find the max volume. See, your calculator is so kind to do the max volume for you.
Are you gonna be kind today?
Better be.
So what you need to do, if you have stat plots still on from the stuff that we did last chapter, that's still this chapter, but a while ago, you need to go and turn your stat plots off. So if you hit second y equals, and then there should be a button, I think it's like number 4 or number 5, it says stat plot, turn stat plot off or something like that. You can turn them all off. Then you go to y equals. If you have anything in your y equals, clear it. We don't want it.
Saying it doesn't look pretty every other day? No, I'm kidding.
Then you're typing this in exactly as it's written. Okay, so with the parentheses and all.
Typing it into white.
Mine here's like an
So,
awkward length, so I
wait.
just have to work really all the time.
So go to y equals and then
Yeah,
correct.
mine looks weird when I
Exactly
straighten
how
out
it
front
is.
pieces.
And then type everything in as it's written there.
Yeah.
Obviously not the V, but
Exactly. Mine exactly. I just have to wait till it grows a little bit.
Times x. Okay.
and then you're gonna hit zoom 6.
Zoom 6. What is that?
What the?
Oh!
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Hey, not the AO.
What is that?
Ew.
Looks like
Yeah.
looks like when my cat scratched me.
Yeah, that's not when your cat scratched you. I still have a scar on my hand from one of my cats scratched me. Thanks a lot, Eddie.
Aw. Eddie was a good boy.
So, what?
Edward's he's not a good boy.
He did good boy.
Edward's
Edward Scissorhands
So-
wasn't dangerous.
Edward Scissorpaws.
What are we supposed to do with
dangerous.
this newfound information?
What is the
So we're gonna use our calculator to find the max.
Wait.
I don't know who did
You guys want to see?
All right, so what you're gonna actually need to do, so zoom 6, you can't see the entire graph, right?
No.
No.
So hit zoom and the number 0, that zoom fit. It's gonna fit the graph onto your calculator screen.
Oh, I see.
So you'll notice this is a cubic function,
That's
okay?
a lot different. than
Cubic
what it looks
function.
Wait, how does? I don't see any like relation to what I saw previously.
Yeah, no, it looks completely
It won't.
different.
You won't,
Okay.
because it's so far out. You're not.
That's crazy.
So what you're gonna do? Okay, you should see.
like. It does look like a cubic function.
You
Yeah.
should see something like that, right?
That is what I see.
Okay, you're gonna hit second trace, and you're looking for the one that says maximum because it wants the max volume. Okay, so the number 4, it's your left bound thing again. So you need to arrow over pretty. I would just say go pretty far to the left so you can see it, and then go, and then hit enter. Then it's gonna say right bound. Go really far over to the right. I would go pretty far over.
Wait, where do I go for left bound?
Just arrow to the left.
I was like, when do I stop?
I don't know. Just somewhere on this side.
Okay.
We're looking for where it turns around and changes direction that's what's telling us. So then just
Do I write this down?
huh?
Do I write this down?
No, you just do it on your calculator and then
So
tell me the
how
answer.
far are we going over on the right side for?
Just like there's fine ish.
How do we determine which like
This says
was
left
far
bound.
enough?
Well, some of it you can't really see because of the top, but there's something right here that's happening on the graph that you just can't really see is happening because of that writing at the top. Normally it won't be like the writing won't be in the way of your graph normally. So you should see these 2 little bullet points and it says guess. So it wants to guess the max. Hit enter again. And there should be an X and a Y value. The Y value is the max. The max volume. So 90.74. And it's in inches, so
What'd you say?
So the max volume is in Y.
yes. 90.74
And then
inches
you-
squared. And then I would just note when you do this that it's you got that value from your calculator, because if there's an issue, obviously there's no work. I don't want to mark it completely wrong, so tell me that you did it on your calculator. Okay, and if there's a problem, then okay, your calculator did something, or you don't know how to use your calculator. Those are the 2 options.
Probably the
So I
left.
won't take off as many points as if you just write an answer and it's wrong.
Ooh, that was a
Good
nice
one.
one. Very crunchy.
So then see what side length.
Is it cracked?
Mine has never cracked inside ever.
Mine cranks
Mine does.
every day, all day.
Should the squares have?
See?
We took like 5 pages of notes and stats yesterday, and my shoulder just kept cracking, like the whole time.
5 pages.
You know, and that wasn't even all the notes for that chapter.
Ew. Do you guys not do flip in stats? Do you?
No, because the notes would be super, super long if we did flipped, and I like to be able to talk about them as we go because I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm doing saving this stuff such that I definitely could do flipped in the future. I just don't feel like I'm at the point to do flipped yet.
Gotcha. Wait, okay, so what side length should the squares have?
I'll give you a hint. This is on your calculator too. What did it say X was?
1.66.
You gonna say the third?
So around 1.67 inches is the side length cut out.
I just
Oh, so it was just the X?
Yep.
Imagine if I cleared that, like just now.
You just would have had to do it again.
Exactly.
Okay, but do we understand why we got that? wide's
No.
that? Okay, so
Absolutely.
when we want the side length that's getting cut out to give us the max volume. And so when we do that, we're told that the max volume is, we know that it's the y value. So the calculator's telling you the x value that gives you that y value. So that's why we're using that x value.
Okay. Sounds legit.
Sounds legit.
That was one question though.
Okay, I'll help. I can send.
All right, we're gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna actually stop for today, and then do the rest of them tomorrow. That like actual word problems. So we're gonna start with the first one that say write a mathematical expression for the quantity described verbally. So number 2, a number x increased by 5. And then tripled.
So you're just putting it
So, what would that equation be set up?
X plus 5 cubed.
triple, so that's just under
X
three.
plus 5 times 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
3 times x plus 5.
I was gonna do the same thing, Nathan.
Oh, I put 3 on
Oh, I was.
It doesn't matter. You can go on either side. It's fine.
I was gonna multiply 5
I
by
remember
3.
doing this.
I didn't know we had to multiply the whole thing by 3. That makes sense though. Oh, it's gonna be
4.
Like x plus 5 times 3.
4 more than 7 years ago than 5% of a number x.
Oh, school 7 years ago.
4 more than.
5%
Oh,
Point.
percent. Okay.
Like
2.5
9%?
X.
How much?
Oh, wait, oh my gosh.
Wait,
No.
what did you say?
I was like, please say that
got-
again.
0.05.
What did you say?
I said 0.2.
That's why I was like, huh?
I don't know. I was thinking
That's okay.
quarters. I don't know. Okay. 0.05 X plus 4.
So 5% of a number
I
x,
didn't even realize I said like.
and it's 4 more than that, so plus 4.
It's okay.
I was joking.
And yes, if you wrote 4 plus 0.05x, that would still be fine.
No, x always gotta go first, guys.
I mean, yes, I prefer it that way, but I'm just saying it.
Yeah, the problem
Technically
is
not
I
wrong
write
if you
it
do that.
how I read it sometimes. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, 6. The area
But already did.
of a triangle
This sounds like it's gonna be a lot.
whose altitude
Not the
is 2 more
Who was using
than the base length x.
In the base thing too.
Now, altitude is just the height,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, from the center of the bottom to the top vertice of the triangle. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not, I mean, we're throwing it back to geometry, but not that much.
Okay.
Please don't. That's just the memories
Area.
are not good.
All right, so what is, in general, what is area of a triangle?
Half the base times the
1/2 base times height. So, based on that, what would we have here?
Um.
That's a trend.
Oh, that's just. I thought that was an A.
and the
That's-
base length X. So equals the
What is the base?
X.
X. So
Okay,
1/2
that.
x. Now, the altitude is what?
X.
Height or 2
It's
times
X
the
plus
height
2.
or
X plus 2. The 2 more than the base length,
Oh.
so X plus 2.
That makes sense.
Thanks, guys.
And you can just leave it that way if you're super ambitious and want to multiply it through. I won't
No,
stop
I'm
you,
not
but
interested in doing that.
Oh, I see.
it just wants the formula, so.
That's nice. I'm glad it just wants Okay, we get it. You see.
I think he sees, guys.
I think he sees.
8. Income
I'll have to go to the next page. Dang it.
Oh, me too.
after a 3% drop in the current income of X dollars.
I was really confused because I thought you said the income after a 3-person drop. And I was like, what is this? Skydiving? I was like, what?
Parachute.
You don't need a parachute to go skydiving once. You need it to go skydiving twice.
That's true.
That's very true, actually. You don't need a parachute.
If you're only gonna skydive
once.
once, you don't need a parachute.
But if you want to have the option to do it again, you're gonna need a parachute.
That's true.
All right.
So isn't it just 0.03x? No.
3% drop. What would that be?
Minus 0.1
Divide.
divided by 0.0.
I
And I tried again.
0.03.
Mine. Why would it be minus
0.97 times X.
Wait, what?
Wait.
I don't.
Where do we get the
The
9?
income. The
97%.
income after the drop.
Income.
Oh, so you're taking 100% and then you're subtracting your 3%. Oh.
That would be the income after the drop.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Makes sense.
No. So I don't know. We're starting at 100%. That's down backwards.
I still didn't get that.
All right, we are going to go ahead and stop there for today because I would rather wait and do all the word problems tomorrow. There's just 3. There's just 3. Don't stress about it too much.
You
Yeah,
say
but they're
just
long.
3, but the max value problem that we had
No,
like,
they're only this. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
I had like 30.
Had like 30 parts. Stay away.
Guys, I'm 1 for 1 for university.
So if you
Who accepted you?
want to go ahead,
I'm not going, but
Did somebody not?
if you want to go ahead and do the problems, it's 1, 3, 5, and 9. But
Wait till-
if you want to
I'll
wait,
wait.
that's fine until we do all the other ones. We just want to have we might get through one of the word problems, but I'd rather just wait and do them tomorrow.
Yeah.